NBA sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Carr completes it. Sheds off the tackle, and he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there for the Raiders.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, come on, switch it.
After the sack on first down, Carr. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Now Perkins. They'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
To throw is Perkins.
And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
5. Throwing is Perkins.
Flush to his right.
He's going up top for Taylor.
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on 1st down. Perkins. Forced out to his left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
Trucks over him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Bryce Perkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. 20, 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Blankenship out to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
I got him. 58, right over 93. 93. Get your swarm on. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Raiders.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On play action, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 36, Carr sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Raiders.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Jacobs again. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Perkins flushed out right. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Perkins. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And
on first down, Perkins escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. Oh, some strong running. Touchdown. Rico Gafford. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Meanwhile, Carr's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
No. Raider 2. Hey, Raider 2. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 59, Raider 9. 59. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike, 59.
Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And Wilson with it, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Caught. It's Wilson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Perkins. Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw will be intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. He gets it left side to Johnson. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
To Tyron Johnson. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Carr. Now he'll escape to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
He'll try again. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
go with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw again. That ball caught by Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now Taylor. Nice little juke. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Bryce Perkins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Running left, Taylor. And shedding through the tackle. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Rico Gafford with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Raiders 31. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a play fake. Carr. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Minus 59. Minus 59. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Show it up. Show it. Raider 1. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 30.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Mike, check, check. 59, 59. Get that quarterback. And all.
From the 27, Carr. Flush to his right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr will swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Caleb Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this one complete to Gafford. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
To throw is Perkins. Flushed out right. He finds Smith out of the backfield. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
3rd and inches.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's got Smith here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it. All kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carr to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. Big plays back. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Here's Carr. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28. 46 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.